Hey, it's the Scotch Test Dummies. I'm Scott.
Bart.
A Glenallachie single cask, 2009, Pedro Jimenez.
And we're going to test it for real this time, baby.
And it's 12 years old style.
Digging it. All right, we were in. So first of all, I made a little mistake. Had to cleanse with some bread because I spotted some highly peated SMWS that I had to sneak a little bit of. And you're like, hey, the peat's going to mess with your palate. I'm like,
have done that.
I'm like, yeah, it is. But it worked in perfect.
It's like the kid, you put down the treats in front of him. You say, don't eat that.
Yeah.
For 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah. It's a whole psychological test.
If you don't eat it, we'll give you two.
Yeah. It's the marshmallow test. Here's a marshmallow. If you don't eat that, and then you're going to get two. And then they walk away and they film me, and I'm like,
Bart doesn't even get through the explanation. They just said it down.
Right. Hold on. We're not done explaining the rules.
Like,
I ate it.
It was a marshmallow.
Yeah. What do you think? You set it out, I'm going to eat it. It's heavily peated SMWS. Got to try.
This is a single cask.
2009, right?
The downside to these is not everybody can find these.
Sure.
But Glenallachie, great color here, 12-year-olds. I think this is probably exclusively matured, and I don't know if it says it.
I know it doesn't. It says bottled exclusively, which
for
yeah, I know, for Impex Beverages USA. What's interesting is, for my birthday, my wife picked up one of these as a gift for me, and I got a hold of you, and you were like, "Yep, I just picked one of those up for the show."
It does state boldly on the label,
Boldly.
no color added.
It's always
non-chill filtered.
So you're saying there's no color?
56.5% ABV.
I like that.
It does have cask number 5711, PX Puncheon for cask type.
I like the Puncheon.
12 years old.
Capital PX. Pour it, baby.
So, since they have cask type, PX Puncheon, and it's a single barrel.
Right.
It's probably, I would assume it's been matured for 12 years. And there's 685 bottles available.
Sure.
The Puncheon's going to make more whiskey.
Right. It's bigger. It's that big, fat, round one.
Yes.
Yeah, so it has all the feel.
Oh,
you think they would say all that? You think they would say all that, though?
Look at her butt. Her butt is so big. She must be like one of those rappers' girlfriends or something. That's what a Puncheon is.
Right.
Like a butt.
Yes.
Big butt.
Big. Doesn't lie. So the color looks nice. I'm glad they stated no color added, because hello.
A lot of influence from the wood. Again, going to lead me to believe this is 12 years, exclusive maturation.
Listen, the nose is a little bit muted.
It is a little bit. Yeah, there's not, but it's dark. It's
right.
Dark fruits. The nose I did expect really like a blast.
I thought it was going to be pulling out of there.
Right.
Boiling out of there, not pulling out.
It's almost like it's so rich, like it's so dense that it's just like not fog. Escaping. Yeah.
It's like a heavy fog. You're like, I can't see. Can't see over there.
I wonder if the little tuft of breath.
Ooh, your little. That was too much.
But no, that's not really bringing up too much either.
But I do get like a dark maple treacle kind of. Still heavy though. I'm not getting a lot out of there. I want to put a drop of water in just to smell it.
Richer buttered cinnamon.
Okay.
Caramels, darker fruits, syrupy.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Now I got a little bit of ABV finally come out of there.
See, I'm still getting that syrupy, mapley kind of heavy denseness. I feel like if I poured this out, it almost even has the consistency color of a syrup. And it feels like, ooh, drop it. Ooh, look at that. Hold on. I want to have a party. Get it all over, baby. Spray it. All right. I got to go and try this.
Yeah. Let's see what we get on the palate. Looking forward to it. By the color and that dense nose, let's see what happens.
Oh, boy. Citrus, grapefruit, wrapped with like a rich berry, and a juicy fruit still kind of pushing through. Wow, a lot of tropicals. And then a sweet, mapley flavor kind of there in too.
I don't see grapefruit. I don't see
Yeah.
quite that tangy. I got like Luxardo cherries. It's really rich, syrupy
Yeah, okay.
cherries, dark covered in dark chocolate,
Yeah, that's what I got in the deep finish here.
bitter dark chocolate, rich cherry cordials. Wow.
All in the finish, definitely. That's what I'm getting.
Toasted cinnamon,
Wow,
nice.
that is really good.
Burnt caramels, burnt vanillas, nice oak.
You know what I don't get is any peat. Wow, that is really something. A lot of movements going on there. The very first thing I got was a tangy, like grapefruit, not the sourness blast, though, a citrus blast that started to drift away into all those cherries and berries.
Yep. Cherries, berries, dark fruits. I would even go a little Oloroso, a little bit of
Yeah.
fig, a little
Yeah.
bit of date.
I step away. I didn't get the grapefruit there. I got a little tangy buzz, but not. I wouldn't have called it a grapefruit on the second taste. Man,
And like we kind of mentioned at first, unfortunately, this is a single cask. So, I mean, but there are 685 bottles available. This was imported by Impex, into the States.
Billy Walker.
Yeah. Palateful, sherry bomb, but smooth. Probably, and so thinking along those lines, almost feels older than a 12-year-old. Almost feels like it's maybe a 15-year-old, just because it doesn't have a lot of bite to it. Like it's almost kind of toned down over time a
A
little
lot
bit.
of velvety edges to it here.
Yeah, picked up more cask influence.
Wow. That is really, really nice with the berry, cherry, velvety mouthfeel. Oak tannin sliding in there.
How about a water?
Yeah.
Drop of water.
Yeah, it wouldn't need it, but
That's-
I'm curious to see what it does to it.
Gorgeous, neat.
That is something else.
What was the ABV 50?
I'm still
something?
stunned because at first I had those tropical flavors, and then on second taste, not so much.
56.5. Yeah, I don't get any tropical
Boy,
necessarily.
I sure did on that first. Maybe that was some of the peat lingering from
This
a
is
little
a
sneak.
700 milliliter bottle. We're going to
Yeah,
start to
I
see that
noticed that
more.
too.
And I didn't mention that in the Jack Daniel's bonded whiskey. Those are 700 milliliters. as
What's
well.
going on? What's going on with all that?
Well, it used to be the United States had a law. You had to sell 750 milliliter bottles.
Yeah.
They've taken out that restriction now. So a lot of people because
Just for-
European UK standard has been 700 milliliters. More and more people are going to, just because
Just make it-
exporting whiskeys, importing whiskeys, everything's universal, everything's the same. I think you'll start to see it. Some people are going to argue that they're selling less for the same amount of money, I suppose. The difference is a little over an ounce. 30 milliliters is an ounce. So you're 50 milliliters off, you're only losing an ounce and a half overall
I want
whiskey.
my ounce 0.5. I want it.
But I think for sure a lot of our scotches and stuff coming in, we'll start to see more 700 milliliter bottles just for uniform. It's easier for them instead of having to produce two different labels, two different bottles.
Well, I get all that. But if we're going to make it easier for them, I love when it goes the other way and everything's done by the U.S. standard. Is that mine? Mm-hmm. All right. So, wow. Score 92.
That's exactly where I was going.
This is delicious.
Yeah.
I mean, this is really nice.
No. And unfortunately, like we said, single cast, so not everybody's going to be able to find this. But I think it's more of a review of Glenallachie itself and their single barrel program.
Jeez.
We've picked up a couple of different ones of these. They've all been outstanding, all very good. This one, if you see Cask 5711 PX Puncheon, it's definitely worth picking up. And this one's only $110, I think it was.
A steal.
Yeah.
I mean, if you see it, you just get it. I'm telling you. At a birthday, I opened up my package and my wife had got me this. And the lead-in was, I guess the guy told her, "I guarantee Bart doesn't have it because Scott just bought our first one." They said he probably hasn't even tried it yet, and they were correct. So, but I was like, "Wow,
Who,
thanks,
me?
babe."
I hadn't tried it, or
You had not.
Yeah. Well, I
You
opened
bought it. Oh, did you open it there?
Yeah, Matt.
Okay,
Yeah, let
so
Matt try
there's
it
the
there.
deal. They just told her, guarantee he's going to like it. And they said he, meaning me, hadn't tried it yet.
Ah.
And so they said, go get it. And they said, he probably doesn't know yet that he's going to be doing this.
Very rich, just a great palate, great PX influence here, a PX maturation. Feels older than 12 years.
Yeah.
Feels like it's
price at
15
12.
years. Nice PX sherry bomb. Just a great palate. Sweet, super sipping
56.5.
summer
Extravaganza, technically with an E.
sextravaganza. I was trying to think of another F word.
Sip extravaganza. Sip some. No, there's no. We've lined up. Very nice. Great price. A lot of movement, transition. The water changed it slightly, but didn't disrupt it. I love it neat. The mouth feels over the top. The flavors are great. And it even transitioned from my first sip to my second. So
Yep.
I'm going to be cracking mine at home pretty soon. I think my wife's even going to enjoy this one. Scotch It. You Scotch gods.
Cilantro.
Dummies.